Hey, this is Heidi Dawson. If you love all things health and wellness and style of any kind, hang out here with me each week. I'm obsessed with never-ending improvement, and it's all in an effort to help each one of us live a wildly successful lifestyle. Subscribe today so you don't miss a thing. Hi, guys. Welcome to episode 284 of the Wildly Successful Lifestyle Podcast. I'm so happy to be here. I'm back home after an awesome weekend of hiking and nature and family, and we had such an awesome time. The colors were unbelievable. I did a little video of them on my Instagram at the Heidi Dawson. Go check it out. It's really, really kind of cool. Anyway, I recognize that I so love being with my mom and dad and my older sister and Eric, and we just enjoyed the weekend so much. And if you've been listening for a while, you know that I have struggled with some of my family. And when I realized that so much of it was me kind of holding myself back over fear of future rejection, once I realized that, I've been reaching out more, and man, it was just so true. I was holding myself back. And because of coaching, I no longer do that. That's why I love it so much. It helps you see where you're holding yourself back, because we all do, right? Okay, so this title of this episode, you don't get what you want in life, you get what you expect out of life. I wonder what you guys think about that. There is a big mind shift between expecting something good to happen versus praying something doesn't go wrong. There's a big energy difference between those two. And when I say energy, what I mean is your attitude and your mindset. From here on out, when I say energy, that's what I'm talking about. It's your attitude and your mindset. And everyone can feel the difference between someone who is expecting something good to happen versus someone who is praying something doesn't go wrong. So do you expect for that new diet to work, or do you just hope you get past the first day? Do you expect for that new business to flourish, or are you just hoping it doesn't flop? Do you expect to have a fabulous, exciting relationship, or do you think all the good ones are taken? And this applies to anything you're trying to do in your life, business, your health, your drinking. It can be applied to your relationships, everything, any area of your life where you want something to be different but aren't sure how to make that happen. A lot of times when that is going on, you just keep settling for what is, even though you don't like it. And the reason that things stay the same is because you come from the energy of, well, it probably isn't going to work anyway. Or with my luck, it won't happen. Or maybe you tell yourself, if I didn't have bad luck, I'd have no luck at all. Or the big one, nothing good ever happens to me. Do you ever say those things or think those things in your head? I think we have this epidemic of settling for less than we want because we have settled for so much mediocrity in life that anything outside of mediocrity or the norm is foreign. Anything outside of the norm is what happens to other people, not you. And it happens to them because they're lucky, or they're more talented, or they are smarter, or have more money. But what if that's not the case? What if they just expected for things to work out so much that they did the hard things? They never gave up. They showed up from the energy of, this time it's different. I'm going all in, and failure is not an option. How would you show up if you thought that way? How would you show up if you knew your dream partner was out there looking for you and you never know when he or she's going to show up? So you better be ready. How would you dress? How would you treat yourself so that you're in the best shape of your life for that dream partner? Would you be drowning your sorrows in alcohol and donuts because you're so sad about being single? Would you be wearing sweatpants and t-shirts all around, outside, out when you go out? No way. You'd be working your butt off to look and feel the best that you possibly can. You'd be getting dressed up every single day. How can you show up in that energy? That's the energy of someone that expects for good things to happen. How would you show up at your current job that maybe you hate if you knew that this was just the stepping stone you needed to be ready for the job that you love? Maybe you hate it because you see it as permanent. If you show up in the energy of, I hate my job, I don't think there's anything better for me, or I'm scared to change, I'm afraid I'm going to be miserable forever. You may want to change, but when you show up in that energy, you won't, because you aren't expecting something good to come from that job. You weren't showing up in the energy of, man, this job is a step in my journey and I'm going to kill it here so that I can be the best I can be so that I'm ready when I see that new opportunity. My baby sister put her time in, man. She put her time in working her butt off at Enterprise Rental Car. I don't know if you guys know how they work those kids, but they work them very hard. But she knew while she was working there that was her goal, was to be a medical device sales rep. And she knew that they fed from Enterprise, and because of the training and the hard work ethic that Enterprise instills in their employees. She knew if she stuck it out and did the hard things, something better was coming. She wasn't happy working 10-hour days, 6 days a week. I mean, hard work. But she gave it her all because she expected something good to come from it. She knew that wasn't where her career was going to end. It was just the beginning. How can you show up in that energy? And look, things stay the same because we tell ourselves these subtle societal lies like, it's too late, I'm too old, all the good ones are gone, there's no opportunities, my family's poor, so I'm going to be too. These are societal limitations. They're not real. Maybe your current life is just like every other single person you know. Maybe it's plus or minus a kid or two, or plus or minus $100, or plus or minus a vice or two. But it does not have to be that way. I grew up in a strict religion where we weren't allowed to go to college. Neither of my parents have a college degree, and no one I was able to associate with went to college. But I expected somehow more for myself. And so at 32, I got a 4-year degree in interior design. I expected it. I did the hard stuff. I fought those thought demons, and I didn't allow myself to quit when things got super hard, all because I expected more from myself. So yeah, that title, you don't get what you want from life, you get what you expect. There's a lot of things that I've wanted that I don't have. But when I expect something to happen and I live from that energy, I don't sit around and hope someone offers it up on a platter. I go for it. And maybe it comes to me in a different form than what I initially expected. And a lot of times, maybe it's much, much better than what I expected. But you have to expect it. There's a world of difference between wanting something to happen and expecting it to happen. If you want to accomplish something, you have to expect it of yourself. My challenge to you today is to ask yourself, how am I showing up? Am I showing up in the laid back, kind of low energy of wanting and wishing? Or am I showing up in the energetic, excited energy of expectation, of knowing something good is going to happen? Deep down, you know the answer. And when you're honest with yourself, you'll know the work you need to do too. I'm here to help. Share this episode with 3 people that you love and want to inspire today. I love you guys. I'll talk to you in a few days. Don't forget to subscribe and share with your friends, because we're just going to keep going bigger and better places together, and I love that about us. Talk to you in a few days.